here's the story of the night, guys. Look at this shit. I'll be honest, dude. I thought Crockett was winning this, guys. I had been seeing a lot of polls lately. I honestly thought Crockett was winning, and I wasn't sure who I like more. Honestly, guys, I've been a little hung up on this race. Dude, Talarico just won. They just called it. But so here's the deal. You ready? I've been on the fence about this. I've been on the fence about this race because let me just tell you how I feel about both candidates. Like, number one, I love Jasmine Crockett, okay? I like her firebrand, like in-your-face style. I love candidates that are strong black women. I do. I'm a huge fan of the strong black woman, like taking it to fucking Trump and his cronies. I love the work she did on committees. I mean, I thought she was like a really powerful voice, right? So loved her. At the same time, there's a lot I liked about Talarico too. I thought his messaging on billionaires and his messaging on sort of addressing like, hey, the immigrants and the trans people are not affecting your fucking life, but like these billionaires and their tax breaks are. And so I thought Talarico's messaging about like, you know, the economy and billionaires and wanting to take on the ultra wealthy was actually really good. And he actually seems like a really genuine guy who's good at communicating across a lot of different types of people. Whereas like Jasmine Crockett is a little bit more like me, where she's like right in your face in a way that I think is really important too. Like, I think we need both types of people. So I didn't know who I liked better. But I mean, obviously for me, the Talarico, I don't trust him because he's a white Christian man. All right. I know that may sound bad, but him being a white Christian man automatically makes me suspicious, because white Christian men are usually like never on the side of anybody but the white Christians. Right? So I have a hard time trusting any white Christian men. So I like have been on the fence. Okay. I have been on the fence about who's better. All right. So let's look at these maps, dude. Because I find this to be interesting. Granted, this is red versus blue. So this is including all the Republican voters. But what we can see is even in the red, if you look at the strongholds, Talarico took all the strongholds, even in Houston. I mean, Jasmine Crockett won most of Houston, but like Talarico definitely pulled in Houston. You can absolutely see the moderate Dems for sure in Texas were very Talarico. But regardless, dude, Talarico won, dude, and he won convincingly. He won convincingly. I mean, that's a big win, guys. 8 points.
We are not just trying to win an election. We are trying to fundamentally change our politics. And it's working. The number of young people who showed up to vote in this election is unprecedented. The number of Texans who have never voted before but showed up in this election is unprecedented. The number of independents and Republicans who voted in this Democratic primary is unprecedented. This is proof that there is something happening in Texas. Tonight, the people of our state gave this country a little bit of hope. And a little bit of hope is a dangerous thing. I want to thank y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in this fight. God bless y'all. Thank you.
But dude, I thought, guys, I honestly thought Jasmine Crockett was going to win. But dude, Talarico won. I don't hate this. I don't hate James Talarico. Everything I've seen of him, I have liked the guy. He certainly has some good messaging. I think, guys, right now, if you look at Texas, I think Texas is a winnable Senate seat. you know what I think about this, guys? Who do you think's going to win here? Do you think Cornyn beats Paxton? Do you think Cornyn beats Paxton in the runoff? Who do you think wins this? This is going to be really interesting here, guys. Who do you think wins this? Do you think Cornyn wins? You think Wesley Hunt's voters are going to go for the MAGA Paxton, or you think they're going to go for Cornyn? Because I think that this is going to determine the Senate thing, right? Because Trump supports Paxton, but there's a whole bunch of people that are disappointed in Trump. And so if you think they're going to vote Paxton, or do you think they're going to not vote and then maybe Cornyn wins? So they think Talarico has a better chance of beating Paxton than Cornyn? Interesting. Dude, Paxton is so dirty. Dude, he's such a scumbag. He is, dude. He is such a scumbag. But I guess what you guys are saying is that there's some belief that they view Paxton to be too extreme, and that if Paxton were to win, that a bunch of those middle-of-the-road independents are just going to vote for Talarico instead of the extreme Paxton, and that Paxton will get the MAGA base. But you're saying if Cornyn wins, they might vote for Cornyn because he's not as extreme, and they will view Cornyn as somebody who's going to moderate Trump a little bit, and so they'll stay Republican with Cornyn because he's the safe bet. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense to me. I can totally see that. And yeah, I think what's going to be hard now, and guys, like right now, Jasmine Crockett, if you are listening, here's what I want. Like, Jasmine, please, I know it probably stings to have lost this race, and I'm sure you have feelings that are all over the map about the progressives and about racism and about Texas and about Kamala versus Trump and all of this shit. And everything you've been through and all the shit that Talarico has said or not said, and that Colin Allred has said or not said. And what I am saying, though, Jasmine, if you are listening, we need to rally the fucking troops. We want everybody together. If we can all get together on this, we can win this seat. I really think we can win this seat, but we need Crockett's people to vote for Talarico. And I hope we get it. And the same, if she won, we would have needed Talarico's people to vote for Crockett. So this morning, after the Texas primary, Trump just tweeted something absolutely insane that seems to speak to what we were just talking about. And Trump says, the Republican primary race for the United States Senate in the great state of Texas, a state I love and won 3 times in record numbers, the highest vote ever recorded by far, cannot, for the good of the party and our country itself, be allowed to go on any longer. It must stop now. We have an easy to beat radical left opponent, and we have to totally focus on putting him away quickly and decisively. Both John and Ken ran great races, but not good enough. Now, this one must be perfect. My endorsements within the Republican Party have been virtually insurmountable. It is such an honor to realize and say that almost everyone I endorse wins, and wins by a lot, especially in Texas. I will be making my endorsement soon and will be asking the candidate that I don't endorse to immediately drop out of the race. Is that fair? We must win in November. Thank you for your attention to this matter, President Donald J. Trump. Now, what is so crazy about this is the fact that Trump is not just blanket endorsing Paxton, who has been his guy, like from the beginning. And we know Trump appreciates the criminality and the aggressiveness of Paxton, like he'll do anything for him, kind of owns him, he's got a checkered past. But this tweet makes it seem like Trump is so panicked, so worried about Talarico, that I actually think he's going to endorse Cornyn. I think he is actually worried that Paxton's too extreme and could lose this race. And so he's going to go in for Cornyn, even though he doesn't like him, just because it's the safe pick. Man, that is absolutely what I'm reading from this. And I will be surprised if Trump goes anywhere else. This is crazy. What a new wrinkle. Anyway, Talarico, obviously, he has them on their heels. This is going to be an interesting Senate race. And I'm going to be honest, I think right now, I think Talarico is going to pull this. And I think it's just going to be devastating for MAGA. But Trump is shitting himself. And this one is definitely going to turn into one to watch. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you. I'll see you next time.